Now they're split left. Man in motion back to the right. Quarterback keeper all the way. Number 30. Justin Breckinger shooting the gap.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
Makes the tackle for virtually no gain. 4th and 5. In punt formation, number 44 back to punt. That's Brady Krumpetich. Gets off a nice punt. Jensen from the 21, Wyatt.
There you go.
If he gets that corner, he's gone. And he got that corner, and he is gone. I think he caught it on the 21.
It was on the 21, that is correct.
So how many yards run back was that? Come on, come on, come on.
It's only an 80 yard.
You figured that yardage out for the 21. So it'd be 79 yards, right? For the 21? It's an 80, 89. Uh-oh. Again, a 2-point conversion. Doesn't look good. 2-point, no good.
2-point conversion fails. 20-0. 5:10 left in the first quarter.
Oh, good. Better than within 6/10 of a second. Yeah.
Oh, because that's
That's not. And, oh, whatever. They can at least see it. So I get 6/10 of a second.
59 yards.
This is our 4th kickoff in this one, right?
So busy I can't even.
Well, at the beginning, maybe it was.
Are we on?
We are on.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are Luck Football on Friday night at the Garrow Field. We're about 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Luck Cardinals are up 20-0. Wyatt Jensen just ripped off a 59-yard punt return for a touchdown. There's the kick. Up the middle. Crosses the 30 to about the 32, 33-yard line.
Number 3, Gavin Fredericks in on the tackle.
All right, working with me, obviously, this is Marty Messer back in the booth again, and we have a new, younger, more exciting member of our crew here.
That would be me. That would be Jordan Basie. I am a 2013 graduate of Luck High School. I just recently moved back to the area, and Marty reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in doing some football with him, and of course I said yes.
I was attempting to improve our demographics.
Trying to reach the younger crowd, I see.
2nd and 6.
My crowd is all in the nursing home. I don't know if they're even watching. It's probably past their bedtime. So, not all. Thank you, Sheila. Sheila Robb, standing next to me, running the clock as usual up here. So, anyway, we're glad we're finally on air, and we got a little bit of weather coming down. Ball has been slippery. Ball carrier tackled.
First
by
down
Jensen.
for 44-yard line. Who was that number?
I think it was 27, Landon Micken, I think.
That's the first down at the 36-yard line.
Evergreens are in Cardinal territory at
For
the
the
Luck
first
36.
time tonight, I believe it's.
Yes.
Northwoods has been plagued by turnovers here early. I believe they have 1 turnover and 1 punt.
quarterback keeper, Fleckinger and Jensen are going to have that quarterback thinking about doing that
Second down
again.
and 8.
Nice solid tackle, gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
Every year it's a new experience.
Split out wide right, nobody in motion. They've been running a lot of motion. Back to pass. Quick pass to the inside slot man.
Number 4, Jared Schultz with the reception and a gain of about 4 yards,
Gain of 4.
leaving
Nice
3rd
open
and
tackle by
5.
Like Wyatt Jensen comes up and makes the stop on that. One of the hallmarks of the Evergreen football program the last few years has been a passing attack. They like to throw the ball around, so we might see a lot of balls in the air coming from the green and white clad Evergreens.
Could get tricky here if it decides to start to rain and that ball slicks up on them. Pump fake.
Ooh,
Quarterback
slip the
crosses the
tackle.
25 and is tackled just inside the 20 for a gain of about
That is a first
11.
down. Ball on the 18.
Tackled by Perriman and Connor Svoboda, but not until a first down at the Luck. What do we got there? 18?
Luck 18.
Go ahead. What's that? That's Sheila.
First and 10 here for the Evergreens.
Sometimes I.
Quarterback keeper.
And again, solid tackling by
Nice tackle
Bleckinger.
by number 30.
Bleckinger is a rock'em sock'em.
Second and 9.
Playing that inside linebacker position, and he's making his presence felt. That's for sure.
And he's not only feeling it tonight, he's going to feel it tomorrow morning when he goes to comb his hair. I've been there. I've done that. Ouch. Where'd that come from? Split out left. Wide left. Man in motion. Hand
Give it
off
to
to
the
the
man in
motion
motion.
man. Gavin Ellison on the tackle.
Looks to have gained about 4 on the play. It's going to leave like a 3rd and 3.
33.
So Jordan says he's going.
Might be a long 3 here.
3.75.
Mr.
Rounded up to
Beasley, and Mr. Beasley gave us wrong.
close enough for good.
It's a tough crew working up here, Jordan.
Maybe I won't have to come back.
Oh, nice.
Ball's up in the air. Broken up on the play by number 24. That would be
Michael Hochstetler.
Nice defensive play by number
Michael
14.
Hochstetler on the pass breakup for the Cardinals. 4th down, and I'm sure they're going to go for it.
They got to try and get some points on the board
Fourth
here.
down, and they are going for it.
Inside the Cardinal, deep inside the Cardinal territory here.
Now, can I say, Marty, come on, fans, it's your defense.
Gonna go for it and throw it, and the ball's
A
dropped.
little behind that receiver.
The Cardinals will take possession.
That was Joe Ryder, the intended receiver for the Evergreens, and it was just a smidge behind him.
First down and 10 on the 12.
Cardinals will take over on the 12-yard line here.
First down and 10 on the 12-yard line.
Cardinals' rushing attack here has proven difficult for the Evergreens to handle.
Cuts it up,
Bleckinger on the carry again.
8 or 2.
picks up a couple.
Picks up 3 to 7.
Let's say a gain of 3 on the play.
Coming up on a minute left in the first quarter of action.
Second and 7, getting close to the end of the first quarter, 20-0.
A lot of juking and not a whole lot of yards on that. Hole did not exist. Number 14 and number 12 for the Evergreens.
Leaves about a 3rd and 6 for Luck here. With 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Should see one more play.
Hamschied and Gulbranson on that last stop.
36.
Big third down play here for Luck.
36.
Close enough.
Yep.
Jensen following a crowd of blockers in front of him. He
First down.
breaks through and gets to about the 33-yard line.
That run will be a first down.
3 seconds remaining.
And that should end the quarter. Looks like they're spawning at about the 32. That was a nice
At the end of
run.
the first quarter.
Well blocked.
20-0. Luck Cardinals.
Very hard fought first quarter here by the Cardinals. Proven on the scoreboard, being ahead 20-0 with
Second quarter.
3 rushing touchdowns.
Not surprising.
Not surprising.
Cardinals have made a living running the football for the last 25 years or so. So it's a surprise when they
2 for Wyatt, 1 for...
throw.
2 rushing touchdowns so far for Wyatt Jensen. 1 a big 53-yard gain. 59-yard touchdown.
Punt return.
Punt return.
That was a punt return. I got him for a 36-yard touchdown run and a 59-yard punt return. I didn't get the number. The kid who scored the first touchdown, it was 14 yards. I was worried about where the ball was. And
The first touchdown was scored by Justin Bleckinger.
okay,
That one I'll get.
First down and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Luck Cardinals.
line of scrimmage is the 31-yard line.
Hand off to number 21. That would be Connor Savoda on the carry. Gain of about 1.5.
Second and 9.
The Evergreen defense out there seems to be stiffening a little bit on some of the runs. The holes that the Luck runners saw early in the game are not there. And there's a couple yard gain. Give him a 4-yard gain by Wyatt Jensen. Third and 6.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
He would though. Every time Nancy would say something,
This
he-
one doesn't
he
take
cheated.
tenths of a second down, so this one's always a little bit.
It's going to be 3rd and 5 here for the Cardinals.
Oh, a little premature start over there on that left side.
That time it was a third down and 10.
Like Nate Scow jumped the gun a little bit. 5-yard penalty makes it 3rd down and 9. 11. Thank you, Sheila.
We are working with a bunch of stat correctors up here. Wyatt back to pass. He's got Bleckinger open, and he hauls it in. Look at that.
And that will be another Luck touchdown. Number pass
From the 30-yard line.
Jensen to Bleckinger.
That's a 50-yard touchdown pass.
From Wyatt Jensen to Justin Bleckinger.
Touchdown pass.
Cardinals will line up to go for 2 here.
Wow.
That was quite a throw by Wyatt Jensen.
Thing of beauty. That's a 2-point conversion.
And Wyatt will run it in himself on the 2-point conversion.
Conversion is good. We have a 28-0 game, second quarter with 20:22 to go.
Did you have to figure it out to see that was right?
I gotta say, Marty, I'm having difficulty guessing the yardages here with 8-man being played on a 40-yard field, or 80-yard field instead of 110-yard field.
That's the point. That's exactly it.
It's a good thing I have my former math teacher up here to teach me a thing or two about yardages.
But we rub popcorn.
Yeah, if you want some. I don't have a hand to eat it.
All I can say, it's a good thing we're not playing in Europe and we'd have to work with metric equivalents. That would really complicate the issue.
Too bad we aren't working on a scale of 10. Instead, we get to work on a scale of 12. And
Yeah, a stupid scale, that's right. Scale it numerically makes no sense whatsoever. But 3 grains of barley equal an inch, so what are you going to do? Number 7, Diego Garrido, has had a busy first quarter, into the second quarter now, kicking off for Luck. Goes deep, picked up about the 12.
bringing it outside here, and
Crosses the 25 to maybe the 26.
tackle made by Wyatt
First down,
Jensen.
on the 26-yard line.
26-yard
Tackle
line.
made by Wyatt Jensen.
Wyatt throws the deep ball, runs in the 2-point conversion, and makes the tackle on the ensuing kickoff.
He's the Swiss Army knife of the Luck football program. Does it all.
Guy in motion, handoff up the middle,
Nice discipline over there, staying,
staying home by the Cardinals.
yep.
Number 10 and number 2 on the stop. That's Nate Scow and Wyatt Jensen
Nate
again.
Solon, Wyatt Jensen on the stop. Second and 9.
Coach will be happy with the discipline shown by the defense on that. They stayed home, and the ball carrier came right through them. Rather than chasing that first fake to the other side of the field, they did a nice job on that. Well executed.
Number
Pumps.
14 pump fakes.
Goes
Ball's deep.
Oh,
Call it incomplete.
Incomplete
he had it
pass.
momentarily. Byron Hobscheid, 6 foot, 135 pounds senior for the Evergreens, had it momentarily and couldn't complete the catch, as they say.
Third and 9.
I was going to say, the rain we've had early sure makes that ball slick,
Yeah.
and that would have been an impressive catch down the field.
That was a well-thrown pass. It was definitely was catchable. Split out wide right again. Back to throw. Under pressure.
Out of reach of the intended receiver, number 44.
Fredericks had a whole lot of jersey on playing defense there. That was intended for their 160-pound running back, Krumpetich. I think it'll be a hold rather than pass interference. Oh, they're going to call pass interference. From up here, it looked like he had a whole bunch of jersey.
First down.
On the
38-yard line.
First and 10.
Solon Spring,
38-yard line.
Northwoods is back into Cardinal territory here.
See if they continue their passing game here or try to cross it up with a little run. Rolls right, slips,
Slips.
and he's going down.
And he was down in the backfield.
Lost to 5.
24 and 33, Gavin Ellefson and Michael Hochsadler combining on that stop.
2nd and 15.
We'll call that a loss of 5. 2nd and 15 at the 9-minute mark in the first half. That's not my phone,
No,
was it?
that wasn't my phone.
It was,
I'm sure they got a throw here, or at least I'd be surprised if it was anything.
Low
but a pass.
snap.
yes.
Oh, and he got away with it.
He's got a receiver open. Just misses him.
Looked like a missed assignment there. Dominic Berriman from the middle of the field was a little bit late getting over.
Third.
3rd and 15. 3rd and 15.
Now they're talking about it. That's a good thing to talk about, boys. I got caught maybe looking at the ball on the field rather than following the receiver.
He did so good after dropping it. Bad snap.
Yeah, oh, that was it.
3rd and 15 here. I got to imagine the ball will be in the air again. Cardinals are going to get lots of work on pass defense tonight.
Looks like they got 2 defenders up front rushing, and everybody else is playing pass defense.
Oh,
Incomplete.
That play
Brings up 4th down.
15.
Pass intended for Jared Schultz.
5'9" freshman playing for Northwood.
His father is the girls' basketball coach at Northwood.
Was he coaching when you were still coaching, Marty?
Yes, back in the old days.
Did they do uniforms on back, Marty?
Well, you still coached when I was going through high school, and that was only 8 years ago.
Nice punt. Oh,
Ball dies inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
there's that soggy field and long grass.
I'm sure as Wyatt was looking to field that, he was expecting it to bounce into the end zone
Absolutely.
for a touchback.
Absolutely. So, looks like about 3-yard line maybe. First down for the Cardinals. Long way to go. Little 77-yard sweep here would look nice on the scoreboard.
Wyatt takes it up the middle,
Crosses the 5, maybe the 7-yard line.
gets him a little breathing room anyway.
6.
There's that Schultz
and
kid.
6.
Jared Schultz on the tackle. That's Jason Schultz's son. Hey, Jason, hope you're listening.
Jared getting a lot of playing time here early.
Yes, and he's playing both ways because he was a intended pass receiver on a play earlier. I don't know if we were on the air at that point yet or not, but
Number 21 in motion here.
cut back,
Savota with the carry.
running hard. First down yardage across the 15. Making sure that
Number 21
first down,
With a first down run.
about the 17-yard line perhaps.
1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line.
7:25 left in the first half of Cardinal football 2021.
Handoff.
Oh man, that was nice running by Bleckinger. He put his hand on the field and picked up an extra couple of yards. Strong runner.
5'10", 210 pounds. Should be a strong runner.
And he runs low. I mean, he doesn't run like a popsicle stick. He's good balance and he stays down.
2nd and 3 on the 24-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. Here he goes.
Bleckinger again is met by a wall of evergreens.
Looks like he got first down yardage. 44 on the stop. That's
results
Brady
in a first down
Krumpetich.
by Bleckinger.
First down luck. at the 28,
1st and 10, ball on the 28-yard line.
28, 29, somewhere in that ballpark.
If you say it with confidence, no one will question you.
Listen, I got Sheila standing next to me. She questions everything. Oh! Pass intended for Gavin Fredericks.
Just
Nice
overthrown.
readjustment, however, incomplete.
Anything you have to do with numbers, Sheila's going to make sure that it's absolutely correct. All right, another pass.
2nd and 10.
Well thrown, but incomplete.
Made a nice adjustment too.
Had the receiver open. That's good to see.
Wyatt over at the sidelines getting play calls from head coach Matt Dunlap. How long ago did Dunlap take over for Kensier?
Well, this is the first year that
Timeout block.
Coach
6:08
Dunlap
in the second quarter.
is solo head coach.
28-0
For the last several years, he's been co-head coach with Ryan Humpel. Now, Ryan is now coaching at Amory. He went back to his old school, his alma mater, and they're playing Unity tonight. Amory's got Unity, and Amory already has a victory. They beat Grantsburg last Thursday night by a score of 19-16. So,
Close game.
yeah.
Good early season football for small town Wisconsin.
Yes. Yeah, and speaking of small town Wisconsin, as I said up here in the booth when I got here, I was looking at schedules in our area, and I was absolutely floored when I saw that the Clayton 8-man football program tonight is hosting Wausau East.
Wausau East, a large Division I high school in most sports.
A large high school. I can't believe that they can't put an 11-man team on the field, and I can't believe that they have to ride all the way to Clayton to find a game. But it looked like on the state website, it looked like there's more and more schools going to eight-man football. There's a huge number of schools this year that have committed to it. A lot of Lakeland Conference co-ops have broken up and gone their separate ways into 8-man programs. I'll talk a little bit maybe about that later.
I was going to say that may be questions for Luck's athletic director, Josh Basie, who's going to be joining us at halftime.
And you can grill him. You know, I mean, this is your opportunity to
That run will bring up a 3rd down.
To ask my brother some questions on air.
Well, maybe we better hold off on that. Maybe we better impose a certain level of civility and standards. I mean, after all, this is your first night here, and this is his first athletic event as the athletic director. Turn the corner,
Bleckinger on the carry, gets across the 35 before being run out of bounds by a host of evergreens.
Picks up about 6 or 7. Will they go? I'm guessing they're going to go.
4th and 4 for the Bluff Cardinals.
I'm guessing they're going to go. And if I were a betting man, I think number 2 is going to be carrying the football somewhere.
Bluff Cardinals will go.
I would say you have pretty good odds on that bet.
And I'm likewise betting that the Evergreens know that number 2, Wyatt Jetson, is probably going to be carrying the ball.
And you are correct, and he's met right up the middle for no gain, maybe a loss even.
There was absolutely nowhere to go on that. 44 with the tackle. Brady
Northwood
Crumpetich.
Solon Springs takes over on downs.
That was a good defensive stand by the Evergreens.
Actually, Luck's defense had a good rest, even though 3/4 of the play on offense. But
Evergreens with 4:54 left in half, trying to put something together to get points on the board.
Outside here,
That's a very quick receiver over there.
breaks down the sideline for about a 15-yard gain, it looks like.
Byron Hobscheid.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Had a huge cushion. Caught the ball and picked up good yardage upfield. At the Cardinal 20, first and 10, Evergreens.
Back to pass again, caught by number 12,
Same play.
Byron Hobschide, and he is in for the touchdown.
Same play, ran the other side.
28-6 is the score. Luck
28-6.
ahead.
That was about 20 yards, I believe. I'm trying to remember what the line of scrimmage was. I think it was about the 20.
About the 20, so 20-yard touchdown pass for Northwestern as they line up to go for 2. And they convert with number 2, Colby Latavala.
Luck Cardinals. 4:40 left in the second quarter.
Northwood's wasted no time there scoring.
Yeah, it was like 5:54, I think, when they got possession. So it did not take them long to put the ball in the end zone. But no, as I was talking earlier, Cornell this year has an 8-man program. They had been a co-op team. Lake Holcomb and Cornell, I think, were a co-op team. Now Holcomb has an 8-man team. Holcomb is playing at Thorpe tonight. Flambeau hosts Allman Bancroft. I think they are a new...
Flambeau's a new 8-man team.
They're new to the 8-man program.
They used to have a really dominant 11-man program in the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Obviously, famous alum there is Jim Leonard, but...
Absolutely. Tonight in the Lakeland Conference, we got Siren at Winter and Birchwood, Frederick hosts Schwamigan, Washburn Castle Guards are at Shell Lake, and Wausau East at Clayton.
Still can't get over the Wausau East Clayton game. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that score and see what it turns out to be.
You guys remember Wyatt ran that?
Uh-oh.
Ball's kicked.
Picked up.
Wyatt picks it up.
Get through that first line, and it's clear sailing at the 25.
Wyatt Jensen returns it to the 20-yard line. First and 10 from the 20-yard line.
We'll see if the Cardinals can't answer the Northwood touchdown here before the half. 4:35 remaining. Bleckinger here on the carry. Gets to about the 23-yard line.
Game of 3, second and 7, Luck Cardinals.
The game played last night. Prairie Farm 24, Cornell 0. Tackle from behind. Blocking is breaking down. They're just not doing a good job sealing on that back edge right now. Connor Svoboda tackled for virtually no gain.
We'll have to see what kind of adjustments will be made at halftime.
Yes, that's always been a strong point of our program, is the ability to make those adjustments and come out in the second half and really put teams away. In some of the recent seasons, they may have struggled a little bit in the first half, but boy.
Wyatt back to pass here.
Go.
Pump fakes, takes off himself, gets to about the 40-yard line before he's taken down, a gain of about 20 yards.
Flag on the play.
What's the penalty for? A block in the back?
There's a flag on the field.
Holding.
Block in the back, you're absolutely right.
Holding or block in the back. Block in the back indicated.
We'll see where that backs the Cardinals up to now. And looks like they will have a 3rd and 5 after the penalty. The block in the back down the field.
That penalty was administered from the spot of the foul, so that's the reason for the placement of the ball at the 25-yard line.
See if Wyatt can't break off another one.
Blackinger
Hands it off to Blackinger, trying to get around the corner, and is stopped.
looked like there was a blocker over there, but the tackler was able to get through and make the play.
Will be 4th down and 4. We'll say 4.
Thank you.
We'll have to have a subcommittee meeting on that.
You can have a vote.
Coming up on 2.5 minutes left in the half. Oh, nice punt.
And it goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. Inside the 20 at about the 16. So Marty, in football-related news, I was just scrolling through my Facebook here, keeping up with our comments.
Yeah.
I just saw last night Eau Claire North won their first football game in 6 years.
It was like 50-some games that they had lost consecutively. That's unbelievable.
Especially for a D1 or a big school like that to not win in 6 years is
That is a big
quite
deal.
a feat.
Yes. Lots of defeats. Oh! Off the receiver's hand. They're trying to get that ball out there.
Number 33, Gavin Ellefson on the coverage. He was the closest defender there.
Hobshide, the intended receiver, has had 2 big plays for the Evergreens, and it looks like the defense is going to have to play him just a little more snugly at the line of scrimmage. He's really quick. He's got a great first couple of steps.
They're flinging the ball out to him and letting him do the rest. Man in motion. I will admit, I was fooled on that play.
That was the situation where the defense went with the fake.
Number 27, Micken on the carry, gains about 7. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Evergreens.
3rd and 3 for the Northwood Solon Springs team.
Back to pass, flinged out to number 2.
Taken out of bounds. That stops the clock.
That's Colby Latavala again on the reception.
First down, 1:37 left in the second quarter.
Gavin Ellison in on the tackle along with Zach Walters. Yeah, at halftime we expect our new athletic director and Luck alum. When did he graduate?
Josh would have been in 2007.
Okay, 2007.
He graduated in the same year as assistant coach Bryce Holm.
There goes a running back up the sidelines. They're starting to slice and dice. They've got a lot of momentum going with their passing attack.
Getting through this Cardinal defense a little too easy here the past couple drives.
Brady Krumpetich. At the 35-yard line with 1:32 left in the half.
This could be a big stop for the Cardinals if they could get it before the half. The ball fumbled a little bit, but retained by Northwood's number 4. Jared Schultz on the carry.
Nate Scow on the stop.
With a nice open tackle.
Scal met him in the hole almost before he had the ball there,
Second down and 12.
causing the little bobble, but Northwood
Timeout,
retains
Northwood
possession.
Solon Springs.
1:27 left. We got a timeout on the field. I got a text from Jay Martin, and Jay Martin says the volleyball team, coached by Amy Duholm, is playing at the Sprawl in Menominee today. Today's pool play, they played Athens at 10:30, River Valley at 12:30, Elk Mound at 1:30, and wound up playing Chi-High at Chippewa Falls at 3:30. But I have no scores, and if Jay doesn't have any scores, then there's no scores out there.
Oh, I saw them already.
So, what's that?
I got the scores wrong.
Yeah.
Amy was sending scores.
Todd Walters, our announcer up here in the booth, does have the scores. His daughter, of course, plays on the volleyball team, so we can share those scores with you.
I just had one. I guess you never followed up.
Okay. It looks like they struggled to win.
Deep ball here by number 14.
Pickett. Oh.
Pass falls incomplete.
That'll bring up.
Berryman on the coverage.
And 12.
Thanks,
1
Todd.
minute, 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
I was going to say, I can't make out the number of the intended receiver there, but I'm going to guess it was probably Nope, it wasn't Schultz this time.
That looked like that could have been a catchable pass. Just got away from him at the last minute.
They have no problem trying to stretch the ball downfield.
Oh, this is their modus operandi. They fling it.
Number 10 with the reception, Joe Ryder gains about 4-5 on the play, bringing up fourth down. Fourth and 8.
Right at a minute left in the half.
Fourth down, big opportunity for the Cardinals here to get a stop going into halftime.
No, they're waiting, he's gonna take it.
It'd be nice to get a turnover.
Looks like Northwestern's going to run down some more clock here, try and prevent the Cardinals from either getting the ball back or having enough time to score once they get the ball back.
Northwood Solon Springs takes a timeout with 32 seconds left on the clock.
They want to limit the opportunities that Luck may have if they don't get that first down. That's
Fourth down and 8.
probably part of their master plan.
Northwood received the opening kickoff, so it'll be Cardinal ball coming out of halftime. Got to be a little aggressive here, down 20, don't you think?
That's it. They got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I'm guessing probably what they'll do is they'll send at least one receiver deep, one receiver
Underneath.
Yeah, to get a first down, hopefully along the sideline, and then hopefully they can find somebody either for the touchdown or for a first down. So
2 seconds left.
we'll see if they are able to execute.
See if the Cardinals can't get some pressure, maybe force that ball out a little early. No down linemen. 2 men on the rush.
There's a pump fake. And there's a tackle from behind. Well played.
Nate
Scow with the sack on fourth down, making it Cardinal ball with 27 seconds left.
That's a gift from Santa Claus there. Cardinals had the football.
That was quite a hit by Scow there.
They're 43 yards from the end zone. They've got some timeouts left, and they got 27 seconds. See what they can come up with on their 2-minute drill. Only in this case, it's a 27-second drill.
Drill and pick your speed.
But you guys still have 3 timeouts. What the heck? We're throwing the ball now. Oh, there were 2 left? Oh, yeah, we did take the one. You're all right.
Two receivers split out wide.
What happened?
Offsides on.
Yeah, the left defensive end lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside on the defense.
He had his whole head across the
First
Across the
and
neutral
5,
zone.
27 seconds left. Second
Give the
quarter.
Cardinals an additional 5 yards there.
Brody Visker called for that penalty.
3 men split out on the far side of the field. Jensen will keep it. Breaking across
Inside the 30.
Luck takes timeout.
Timeout Cardinals. So that was a 6-second play.
They didn't take a timeout, it was just the switch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Until they said it.
Apparently they're just gonna let her go. I thought maybe they'd try for that score. 4, 3, 2.
Get the snap off, and
That run was
that will be halftime.
to the 25-yard line.
by Savota. Savota takes it to the 25 at the end of the half there. Cardinals ahead 28-8.
Well, an interesting first half. Cardinal domination in the first quarter, and
Not much after that, really.
the defense on the part of the Evergreens has stiffened, and the other issue has been the passing attack of the Evergreens. Northwood Solon is throwing the ball around and has looked good at times doing it. So
That's not something you see a lot of up here in ground and pound country.
no, that's very true.
So we'll have to see what kind of adjustments will be made at halftime by both teams and see what they come out with in the second half. I'm imagining we'll see more of what we saw in the first half, a heavy ground attack by Luck and some aerial assault by Northwood.
Well, Kelsey Basie is apparently watching us, so it's
Yeah, Kelsey's not the only Basie watching because I'm getting texts from my dad as well.
well, good. And let's see who else is watching us. We got Brody Kunze.
Brody Kunze, Brendan Fenning. I saw Gabe Hendrickson was on here as well. Those are all former classmates of mine.
Cool. That's good stuff. And let's see. I'm looking for Chad Ely was watching us. Brody. Good. Thanks.
Got
for
about 40 people watching through Facebook on the We Are Luck.
Thanks for tuning us in. As I've explained numerous times over the past several years, I'm one of the 3 Americans that is not a subscriber to Facebook. So before the game tonight, I made sure my new partner said, Jordy, you got to bring your cell phone if you're on Facebook, because you can at least respond to some of those people that are listening to us, because I don't have that ability.
I'm sure glad you think I'm tech savvy, but I'm nothing compared to what some of these guys can do.
You guys were born with computers and calculators in your hands. It's something that was forced into mine, and
See, and sometimes I wish I didn't have my phone on me all the time, because apparently my aunt is watching as well, and she's not happy with me because I failed to mention her name.
Oh, goodness sakes.
I was going to say, you probably taught Denise too, so
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, I had everybody. My God.
Thank you. Sorry.
part of a 40-plus year teaching career, I suppose.
I didn't have your Uncle John, right? I think, did we have John? Didn't you have an Uncle John?
Yes, he goes by, well, his given name is John. We always called him Dwayne because Grandpa's John.
That's
so.
And I don't remember if I had him for any classes or not. I did have
You
your
did
dad.
have my dad.
That was.
Did you have my dad as well?
We came together.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you both. We have Sheila Blom in the booth with us as well. We should probably say that. She's not wearing a headset. You can probably pick her up a couple times through the mic here, but
She is not silent Sheila up here.
She is not. She's always hassling Marty and I about our yardages and.
You gotta keep me honest.
But anyway, so no, Sheila and I came in the summer of '75. We arrived on the scene. So
50 years of teaching then, pretty much.
But your dad was in my first sophomore biology class.
Allison.
Class of
I was gonna
'78.
I was going to say, you were probably still using the same projector in 2012 when
No, I
went through.
I was using strictly chalk back then. I
We didn't have whiteboards or anything.
my technology advancement was when I moved from chalk and a blackboard to overhead.
The overhead projector. 'Cause
and that I peaked out there. That's as far as
I was going to
got.
say, because I remembered the year after you left, it would have been Mr. Humpel's first year, and man, they had a smart board in there before you were out the door. So
That was way up.
Yeah, well, not something I needed.
I was going to say, because you subbed after
Yeah.
you retired.
Yeah.
And I remember you subbing for Mr. Humpel one day, and you brought the projector back out because you
Absolutely.
didn't want to use.
Absolutely.
The over-
I had to go down to the library and bring that back from the storage area. Nobody was using overhead projectors.
All right, it looks like we've got AD Josh Basie working his way up to the booth here. We'll get him on a headset here and see what he'll have to say to us.
Do you want to ask him questions? You want me to ask him questions? Or you want to
You can go ahead and
Okay.
ask him questions. I get all the questions that I have answered at home or down at his place. So I will hand this off to Josh, and you can grill him however you want.
Well, I just want to give him an opportunity to introduce himself to our listening audience, our viewers, the streamers out there, and tell us about what you've been doing, and not only in the last 3 hours trying to get the scoreboard operating, but obviously since you left us here at Luck High School.
Well, went off to UW Superior for 4 years and then taught math in River Falls for the last 9 years, coaching both golf, varsity golf, and JV basketball there. And then this job opened up after I got my admin license, and I said I wasn't going to apply anywhere unless the perfect job came up, and just so happens it did. And getting a job that allows me to still coach, be the varsity basketball coach, and still be involved with athletics,
Yeah.
and then still be involved with kids too,
Yeah.
is perfect for me.
No, that's great, and we're so glad, when our old alums, you got Tyler Peterson,
Yeah.
on a rebound trip, so
Right.
all these,
Exactly.
all the flock is returning.
We've had a lot of good conversations since we've both been back here in the last week. So
back.
I'm only half paying attention to your guys' conversation here, so.
So and your wife is also going to be engaged in some of the responsibilities at school.
Yep. She's running all the community ed stuff and then running the district social media. We're trying to get much more involved in the social media side of things from both the district side and for the athletic side. So Luck Cardinals activities on Facebook and Twitter, and then the Luck School District on Facebook also. So follow those for a lot of good information. We also just added a new school athletics website, luckathletics.com. So where some of the schedules were kind of clustered before and hard to find.
They were very hard. I struggled with it.
Everything now can be found on luckathletics.com,
Right.
and it's arranged by season and sport, and you can find all of the schedules there. You can find your fall rosters there.
Great.
So rosters for any sport. For middle school football and JV football, they're going to be great since we don't hand out rosters.
Yeah.
Adults are going to be able to, or people are going to be able to go online on their smartphones and be able to look at the roster for games. And
Great.
and should be really good. You can find the live stream links right on there,
Great.
embedded on the website. So a lot of cool things happening.
No, that's good. That sounds like a good plan. So in this is your first your first home football game.
First home athletic event as AD, and of course we had scoreboard problems right off the bat.
That's a given. That's a given.
Right.
You know, I mean it's the way it is. Sometimes we're not so lucky,
Yeah.
but you know we'll take it. But we got it going. You did a great job getting it going, and everything is copacetic. So tell us a little bit about the other fall sports. We got a football program going here, but we've got another couple sports involved, right?
Yep, we got girls volleyball just started their first tournament today. They're at UW Stout for the Menominee Sprawl, and had kind of a struggle today. It sounded like, starting with a broken arm right away. So,
Oh no!
so it was a tough situation to start, and but they're getting going on their season, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. Coach Amy Duholm has them working hard, getting ready for the season. We've got girls golf going. They're probably about halfway through their season already.
Yes.
So all of our girls golfers shot their best score of the year yesterday
great.
or 2 days ago at Pheasant Hills. So that's exciting. We got cross country going. We got anywhere from 5th through 12th graders running cross country. So they had their first meet, I believe, yesterday. So all the sports are up and running here.
Middle school football.
Middle school football has they had a scrimmage on Thursday at Siren. They managed to avoid the rain, and then start with their first game next week. And middle school volleyball starts next week, or starts with their first game next week also.
Well, you know, if anybody living in a small town says there's nothing to do, they don't understand what a sports schedule looks like, you know, at the local,
Exactly,
the
and
local school district.
All of our home athletic events are going to be live streamed also. So
Wow.
so lots of opportunity to watch sports.
Just to change the subject a little bit, last year, of course, was the year of COVID. I took
Yep.
the year off. I just didn't want to put myself out there in the mix. Obviously, now I'm vaccinated, and I'm still somewhat hesitant about what I do and who I do it with. But what is the WIA stance with respect to masking and limiting attendance? Last year, it was very strictly enforced. What's going on this year?
So right now, the WIA has guidelines that we're going by as far as making sure we're sanitizing things, not sharing water bottles, those sort of things. But as far as masking and a lot of those mandates and stuff, they're leaving it up to the local counties and the state.
Okay. Now, what about quarantining? Are you responsible for contacting or contact tracing or anything like that?
So that is the county's responsibility, or that's what the county will be doing, all of our contact tracing through that. So if there's any contact tracing, they'll be covering that.
Okay. Well, let's hope that we can have a successful sports season.
Exactly. Some of the local teams have already been struggling with some COVID, so hopefully we can avoid some of that. So
Yeah, that's an issue. I mean, it really is.
For sure.
And you know, and you've got opportunities now for your high school age kids pretty much to be vaccinated if they elect to. But the middle school and elementary kids, right now, that option is available to them. And,
Right.
and with the Delta variant being so doggone infectious, and you know, it spreads so readily, it's you know, it really puts a lot of pressure on schedulers such as yourself, and you know, what do you do in terms of makeups and cancellations and all those kinds of things.
Ladies
So,
and gentlemen,
all right.
cheer for our Luck Cardinals coming back out onto the field.
So, well, we've got a couple of minutes left here. In terms of the winter sports now, you are going to be Buckets coach. Ronnie Peterson coming back.
Ronnie Peterson will be back for another year as the girls' coach. He's got a bunch of seniors that he's seeing through. So
Good for Ronnie. Good for Ronnie.
So we're excited to have him back, and we're excited for the boys' season.
And you had an opportunity to do some summer coaching, some summer contact with your kids?
Yep, we did quite a few open gyms, and where we got some decent attendance for open gyms, and we had boys that worked really, really hard this summer, getting better and kind of buying into kind of a new program here.
Sure.
So we worked really hard at a lot of fundamental stuff, and then kind of learning the new system. So I was really, really proud of what the boys did this summer, and I'm really looking forward to the season where we can really dive in and really really engage in what we've got going.
Well, last year you were on the sidelines at a state tournament, and that had to be a great experience. And those kids were part of your program. I mean, you had them when they were JVers. So
yeah, those kids, we had 6 seniors last year at River Falls, and managed to make it to the state tournament on kind of a last-second game-winning shot. And even though we weren't able to have it at the Kohl Center, it was still absolutely amazing experience. The WIAA did an amazing job hosting us at Menominee Nation Arena in Oshkosh.
That's right.
And seeing those boys and all of their hard work pay off, like hours and hours and hours in the gym, and buying into what we were preaching, and then them gelling as a team. We'd never had a closer knit group of boys as last year.
Well,
so
that's what it takes. I mean, basketball, in any high school sport, your teams, you got to have good individuals, but you got to have a great sense of team.
Exactly.
And in some cases, you can get by with good players. If you have a great team concept, you don't need great players.
Right.
So, well, that's good.
Exactly.
Well, looking forward to working with you, and I'll be doing volleyball, and I'll be doing basketball.
Right.
So I'll be around and picking your brain. And
can't wait till November 15th when we get our first practice in. So
it's already on your calendar. Right?
Hopefully that comes quick. So.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Josh, for sharing the information, and good luck to you. We'll see you through the year.
Thanks a ton.
All right. No, that's great. I get excited when I see my old students having the success that he's had as a coach, and coming back and being able to make his presence felt back in his home turf. That's extra special.
I was going to say, everyone seems to find their way home at some point. So
I couldn't. My home school had nothing to do with me. So I tried to get hired in Wasaki, but they didn't want me. So that's the way that went.
We even tried different courts here on that one.
Well, I don't have to use it again until Thursday, right, with the junior high.
Well, let's see. I think Luck is due to receive the kickoff. They kicked off to start the game, so I think they will be receiving the second half kickoff.
I believe so.
As we said early, Jordy, the adjustments I think need to be made, both offensively and defensively for the Cardinals. And early in the season, I know in talking with Coach Dunlap today, he said one of the things that he really wanted to emphasize was the fact that he's got a lot of bodies, he's got some good kids, he's got great numbers, but in terms of experience is just a little bit lacking for some of those kids. And he says, we're going to be a really good football team come the end of the season. But he said, right now, we're going to go with kids that have had more playing experience and try to work some of those younger kids in wherever possible.
I was going to say, looking at the roster here, there's a healthy mix from
yes.
seniors down to freshmen, and the younger guys got to look up to the older guys, and the older guys got to step up and mentor the younger guys.
That senior leadership is really important, and the senior role models.
I was going to say, you have a senior like Wyatt, who I believe has played significant amount of time.
Yes.
3 of the past 4 years, if not all 4 years.
Absolutely. So,
So he's one that's going to be obviously in an extended leader role, trying to get guys like Zach Walters, who's seen some playing time here, getting him up to speed and used to the speed of a varsity game over
That's exactly
middle
the
school
point.
games.
That's exactly the point.
Lockhart
It's a
will
huge
be
difference
receiving the kickoff for the second half.
in the speed of the game, the intensity of the game, the physicality of the game. It definitely is several levels higher than
I was going to say, coming in at 5'8" and 135 pounds, like you're not done growing yet, and you're getting up against some of these seniors on the Northwood side. I mean, they're upwards of 6 feet, 200 and some pounds. Like, it's going to hurt getting hit by something moving that big, that fast.
Line drive
To Jensen here. Jensen breaks it across the 25-yard line.
Last man up.
1st and 10, ball on the 26.
Number 14.
That would be Golbrinson.
Silver Golbrinson, 6'1", 145, senior for the green and white. All right, now let's see what we're doing here. We'll check the adjustments. Well, that didn't go anywhere. That was really defended well. 27.
That'll bring up second
Landon
down and 11.
Micken broke through on the from the left side of our offense and really stuffed that play. Loss of maybe half a yard on the play, actually. Second and 10.5. Uh-oh.
Low
Ball's on
snap.
the field.
Jensen rolls out, looks to throw it downfield, and skips it into Scow there.
3rd down and 11.
Intended for Nate Scow. Incomplete. Pressure was on at a mishandled snap. Really threw the timing of that play off considerably.
Come on, Luck, let's get this offense going, fans. Let's go.
And timing, you know, if you've watched the Cardinal football program for the last many years, it's all about execution. It's all about timing, and anytime that timing is disrupted, it's not a good situation.
I was going to say, and timing's one thing that comes as the season goes on. It's early yet, limited practices, and
that play was destined for
14, 3rd quarter.
failure from the get-go. We had players that weren't sure where they were supposed to be or what they were supposed to do, so Coach Dunlap was forced to take a timeout, and he's not extremely happy about that situation. But there again, that's that experience factor.
I was going to say, you don't like using those timeouts early in the second half like that here, but
I'm sure
he wants to try and get some momentum going here early.
He's making a point. This is what we got to do, guys. And this is our first possession of the half. You want to send a message with that first possession, and here we're looking at third and 11. So.
Okay.
Let's see what they come up with coming out of this timeout here. Fredericks is split out wide. Snap to Jensen. He's going to take it himself. Get close to that first down.
He made it. Just by the length of a football.
They signal first down.
Gain of 11. Cardinal first down at their own 30, just across the 35, 36-yard line, let's call it.
Ball is on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
You know, it would be nice to have Coach Tomlinson up here, because I bet you Wyatt's got to be close to that 100-yard mark.
Yeah.
The one was a punt return touchdown, though, so he should be close to the 100-yard mark on the game here.
Fleckinger carries, picks up maybe 3. We'll see where they spot it.
So far tonight, Fleckinger seems like he's good for a run of 3 and a cloud of dust.
Yeah, he's a
2nd and 7. Left guard.
the old
2nd
Woody
and
Hayes.
7.
3 yards and a cloud of dust.
You get 3 yards every play, you got a first down though.
Well, that's right.
Now people don't think of it that way.
That's an old school mentality right there. Wyatt turns the corner here, gets outside, cuts it back in, makes a man miss. Inside the 10-yard line, first and goal. Appears to be about a 30-yard run for Jensen.
Were we about the 37 here?
Should be
From the 37 to where are we?
To the 8, so
30-yard run?
No, he's on.
not bad for a guy that's winging it on the mic here.
1st and 10. Left Cardinals.
Miss Brown's taking full credit for that.
Yeah.
See what she taught you? Turn it up
Estimation skills are outstanding.
Hochstetler on the carry there.
to the 5. Looks like a couple yards on the plate to the 5-yard line or so.
2nd and goal.
I think
from
it's
the
important that
5-yard line.
the Cardinals get the ball in the end zone here.
Yep, that would be a great start to the second half for them. A couple big plays there by Wyatt, getting them down here. We'll see who gets in. Split out. Ooh, bobbles the snap and recovers nicely down to
Great hands.
the 1.
Oh my goodness, that
That was incredible concentration there.
great hands on that. Ooh, they moved the ball back a yard.
So we got 3rd and goal
3rd and
here.
goal from the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Blackinger carry here, down tight like this.
You know it's going to be 4 downs. There's going to be two more running plays here, so strap your helmets on and get ready.
Oh, Jensen fumbles the snap.
Running before he had it.
Those slick conditions can get the best of
On the
anyone.
6-yard line. Off a fumble.
Jensen was expressing his frustration out there as expected. I mean, you do all that work as a team and you get down to the 3-yard line, everyone's hoping to
Yeah.
punch it in and start the second half off with an exclamation point.
That was the first time we saw that those running backs stacked to the right. That was going to go right all the way, and the snap and the spin back just didn't connect. Nice
Got motion on
nice penetration.
green and white.
Half the distance,
So they're going to the 3-yard line?
about the 2.5, 3. Yeah.
So 2nd and, it's 1st and 12?
13.
1st and 13 with that penalty.
See what kind of adjustments Northwood made on the offensive side of the ball here.
There's that quick pass.
Quick pass to the outside
Run out of bounds.
by Berryman on the stop.
2nd and 8?
Northwood Solon Springs with.
Looks like it's about 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
That's that quick pass that Northwood used to march down the field on their touchdown drive.
That receiver has shown an ability to get himself open. He's got a really quick start, and we haven't necessarily defended that as well as perhaps Coach Wells, the defensive coordinator, would like.
Ooh. Northwood busts out the hard count and gets the Cardinals to jump off sides.
Mike Hochstetler just a little bit jumpy on that. It's still not first down yardage. Got about, 4?
Looks like 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 with that penalty.
Receiver split wide left. Who's got the timeout?
Timeout Northwood.
I could hear him calling. I didn't know who it was. Okay, Northwood takes the timeout. Again, this is a big possession for them. Is that third down?
It is second down.
Second down. Okay.
I believe.
Yes, second. Is it third? Second, because it got pushed back on the penalty.
Yeah.
It gets a little tough to read all the way across the field like that.
But then it seemed like forever for our defense to get set up for
Yeah.
the call.
And sometimes the little thing gets stuck to your knee, switch it. It's hard to see.
I think I might have to make a trip over here with my squeegee and my wash bucket and do a little window cleaning.
Do a little window washing here.
Yeah, I've done that before.
When they said that, door's always open.
I'm qualified. Handle a squeegee.
Marty, how many years did you say you and Sheila had together doing all the sporting events?
Is it
You're going to make
45?
him do the math?
Well, it's 45 and
46.
this for 46 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, and I haven't been doing this for 46 years, but we've been here together. This is our 46th year.
Second down for
Actually,
Northwood
47.
Southwest.
That's right.
46 years for me doing this.
It's a high snap, fielded by the quarterback real well.
There's a first down.
No flags on the play. That run was out for first down.
Yeah, and I've been scoring basketball 45 years.
Ball on the 21-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
But I like that because you get to watch the kids and see what's going on. Still to keep in touch with
I was
some.
going to say first and 10 here for Northwood.
Here's a receiver split out wide left.
Low snap.
Get in there. Get in there. Ooh, ran right past him. Crosses the 25. The quarterback made lemonade out of lemons there. Bad snap, and he really was not
That run
quick about getting the ball up off the
second
field, but the Cardinals were unable to pin him for a loss, and he picks up 5. Second and 5.
Some snapping issues here on both sides to start the second half. Low snaps, high snaps,
Yeah.
fumbled snaps.
I think on the Luck Center there's a big guy playing that's about
Just
260,
switched him yesterday.
and there's that pump fake.
Ball going
Look,
deep
look,
up
look,
the
look.
sideline.
He caught
And
it.
it's caught by number 12.
That pass
That would be
is
hop
caught
shy.
on the 26-yard line, 27-yard line for a first down.
Nice play by the senior there to make an adjustment and reel that ball in.
Berryman covered him well, but he just didn't find the football. He was over him like a
I was going to say,
second
it's-
coat of paint, but he just never found the football on him.
when you're a running team like Luck is, you probably
Yeah, you
don't see that in
That's true.
practice much either.
that's true.
So, ooh, good pressure there by the Cardinals up the middle. Scow was in on that tackle to start with.
Jensen,
Nice stop. Many Cardinals on that play.
Jensen, Svoboda, Scow.
Hochstetler? Nope, 21. That would be Savoda, yeah.
In the immortal words of Ron Hansen, it was
Second
a flock
and
of
11,
Cardinals
second
on that
and 11.
tackle.
At least in 51-yard line.
Scout really pushed it.
Scow's having a good game defensively. He's been in on multiple tackles.
There, he's got him. Oh, he got around him. He had him.
He had the big sack earlier in the second quarter, I believe, that gave the ball back to the Cardinals.
Third down and 7. Third down and 7 from Northwood Solon.
Breckinger missed that tackle, which is something that he doesn't do very often. It's usually a very sure tackler. So we got third down and 7 at the Cardinal 25. The Evergreens are getting more and more comfortable with their offense tonight. You can just see it in them.
Being very methodical on this drive, taking 5+ minutes off the clock already, and gun down the field, forced out by Jensen, is number 44. That would be.
That is a first down and 10.
Krumpetich.
On the
Brady
five.
Krumpetich.
I'm glad you're comfortable giving that a shot, because
He's been playing there forever. I think he's about an 8-year senior. I recognize that name for.
just a couple of red shirt years here in high school.
Well, you know, and names like that, family names, you know, you get 2 or 3 kids going through school, and obviously it's.
Cousins and nephews, aunts and uncles.
Northwood spreading it out here close to the goal
Quarterback
line.
keeper.
Stopped short of the goal line at about the 3.
Second and goal from the 3-yard line.
Assignment football. Nobody stayed at home to take the quarterback.
And they sure spread them out wide, though, and one-on-ones across the board, and you got to make the tackle when it's your time.
And it seems like the Cardinal boys are guessing now. They're thinking too much.
Another low snap. Quarterback rolls out and flings it. Another passing.
Touchdown for Northwood Solon Springs.
Another passing touchdown here for
4-yard touchdown.
Northwood.
Pass.
28-14.
Pass caught by Brady Krumpetich. 4 yards.
Right.
Score is 28-14 now.
There
Looks
we go.
like Northwood's coming out with a little special formation and a high snap. It's going to be recovered by Nick Scow. So the conversion is no good.
Love Cardinals 28.
My question is that a free ball?
4:31 left in the third quarter.
Could Scowie have picked that up?
He would have had to pick it up and run it down, but
He couldn't fall on it.
he couldn't fall on it.
No, on the 2-point conversion is dead after as soon as the defensive player touches it.
Is
Or
it?
Is that
You cannot advance a 2-point.
You cannot advance a 2-point conversion.
okay? Because that, you know.
The
that was
difference
the question.
between high school, college, and pro is
Significant.
That's why they always they get down on it
Yeah.
to make sure.
make sure it's dead as a defenseman.
Well,
That takes away the big man scooping it up and scoring down the field.
yeah.
Well, if you think about the running backs or the people that we've had, Levi Jensen, Poyat. If those guys were on those and they're breaking in on it,
Yeah.
that ball's on the ground, they would never stop scoring.
Yeah.
All right, 28-14 with 4:31 left in a quarter here, and the Cardinals got some.
They marched down the field to start the second half after some initial hiccups, but
in the third quarter.
to see if they can't put together a scoring drive here to answer Northwood's 14.
Not that we're aware of. Not that I'm aware of. None.
Turn it into a game of runs here, it seems like.
Yeah, momentum. There's been a tremendous shift in the momentum. To the 35 and tackled there.
We're very low. 21.
21's Savoda
Connor Savoda received that kickoff.
21 or 22.
was 21.
First and 10 on the 35-yard line.
Cardinals get good starting field position here. Just shy of midfield at the 35.
There it is.
Pass completed. Jensen to
The
Bleckinger.
pass is completed for a first down on the 33-yard line.
Going with a little different attack there.
That was a little play action off the spinner back move.
Nice catch.
That was real nice.
Well thrown and well caught. First and 10 Cardinals.
Jensen on the quarterback keeper.
That's a Cardinal off tackle run right there. 8 yards, maybe 7 yards.
Ooh.
Second and 7.
I think the carries are starting to get to Jensen. He's getting up a little slower and slower each time.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been off the field, but at halftime. I mean, he plays offense, he plays defense, he receives kicks, punts.
Does everything.
That's right.
Bleckinger with the carry.
We're just not finishing our blocking assignments up front. It looks like we're hitting 2 people, and then they're getting penetration. Loss of a yard on that play, maybe 2.
It's a beautiful night for football.
You're kidding, considering what we were. They were actually contemplating canceling the game on Wednesday because of the forecast for. They already were looking at Monday's schedule.
I was going to say the weather seems to have held off here. Ball's tipped.
Ball was
Tipped and caught, but unfortunately he was sitting on the field when he caught it.
4th and 3.
Bleckinger, the receiver on that. It's too bad he couldn't have kept his feet on that because I think he could have had a first down yardage.
Yep. Instead, it's going to be 4th and about 4 here. Jensen comes to get the play call from head coach.
Go for it.
See what they come up with here.
Trouble.
Jensen's met by a forest of evergreens there.
Northwood Solid Springs will take over.
They sold out the house on that. They sent everybody but the manager from the sidelines.
How long did you say Northwoods had that ball for? How long did they have it football started before?
Probably about it was probably about a 7-minute drive by Northwestern down the field there. Especially on an 8-man field, that's quite a methodical drive.
And here we are at the 30-yard line, and
Northwood Solid Springs first.
Evergreens. We have a penalty flag on the field.
We have a flag.
I think we had an illegal substitution.
Guys running on, guys running off.
First and 15.
It'll become 1st and 15 for Northwood.
Northwood Solid Springs will start off with a 1st and 15 on the 25-yard line.
Let's see if the Cardinals can't get a stop here defensively, maybe start to
A turnover
momentum.
would be great. Get this defense feeling good about themselves again. Because right now I don't think they're all that in sync.
They spent a lot of time on the field last drive, and quick pass out, it's dropped by number 12,
That's their
Hobshide.
quick little receiver out there. I don't know how little he is. How little is he? It says 135 pounds.
Yeah, but he's still 6 feet tall, so you got
2nd and 15 for Northwood Solid Springs.
he's a big little guy.
Tall. Lanky.
Lanky.
If Berryman would have had his head up though, that would have been 6.
Straight drop back over the middle.
Through the
Complete
Oh.
hands.
pass.
That was a well-thrown ball.
3rd and 15.
Just wasn't caught. That kid's got a nice arm, and he's able to pick out receivers. I don't know if he locks on people or not, but the passes he's thrown have been to people who have been open. So either he's making good decisions or the pass defense is lousy. But I'm thinking he's making some good decisions. He's making good throws.
Pump fake and deep ball. What an adjustment by the receiver.
No flags on the play. That play will result in a first down.
Another good throw by Gobranson there.
15-yard line.
And Berryman played the ball that time.
Northwood Solon Springs.
He-
First
It was a
down
great
at the
adjustment though by the
15-yard
receiver
line.
there. They didn't get the number of that. I would guess it was Hobshide again.
Dominic was in a good position to make the play, but the receiver made a better one. At the 15.
Northwood in the red zone again. Man in motion, low snap. Tackle,
Jensen
No gain
tackle
on the
made by
play.
Jensen.
Jensen with a nice open field tackle again.
Landon Micken
on the carry.
Yeah.
Starting to get the feel for the game here now.
I wonder how many of these kids are homegrown Northwood kids and how many are from Solon. This is really a cooperative team, a co-op team, but I don't know how that split goes.
We just went for 2 years. You're straight. We didn't have no one from Fenwick.
Second down here. Back to pass again. Pump fakes.
7.
Kept working, kept his feet
Fleckinger
moving.
made the initial contact there, but
The third
Big
and 3.
third down and 3.
Third and 3.
Big third and
Northwood
3.
Solon Springs. 44 seconds left in the third quarter.
time winding down here in the third quarter.
This may be the last.
This will probably be the last play of the third quarter here. Again, 28-14 Cardinals. Cardinals haven't seen the end zone since the start of the second quarter, though.
At the 3.
It'll be a first down for Northwood.
That play will result in a first down. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Northwood Solon Springs.
That is one big dude. What is the size on that? On there, I think he's their center.
Center, it's got to. I'm guessing it's going to be number 66.
It is.
The third quarter.
Denham.
28.
Caden Denham, 6'7", junior.
He's right now. He owns the middle of that field.
So does
I think on both sides of the ball.
Yes, definitely. So it could be interesting to see if he plays basketball too. I mean, 6'7", big kid. Wonder if he has any touch around the rim. If Northwest
Is he a junior or senior?
He's a junior.
Junior.
So. But yeah, he's definitely dominating the line of scrimmage for him right now.
Well, we have 12 minutes of action here. We don't have to worry about running time tonight, guys.
Nope.
We have a fiercely fought football game. And the Cardinals coming in are actually rated in the preseason polls. Gilman is rated number 1 in the preseason polls of 8-man football. Of course, that's the alma mater of Corey Hinkle, our school superintendent. And we're rated number 5. Last year we finished the season
Okay, we're starting
number
our
6, but
third
last year
quarter.
was such a weird season with the
Northwood
COVID
Solon
things and
Springs on the 3-yard line.
teams
First and goal.
quarantined and out of it. So
It had to be tough to gain any sort of rhythm.
it was a weird year for everyone concerned.
Northwestern starts with the ball inside the 5 here. And 27 in for the touchdown.
Good.
Micken scores.
66 pulled and trapped out on the end out there. I watched him specifically.
28-20. Cardinals still lead.
Be nice to keep him out of the 2-point conversion here.
Keep it an 8-point game.
That would be huge. Now 66 is playing at a tackle spot. Whoa, that was great. He hit him in his hands.
Conversion does not work.
Rushed the throw a little bit, maybe threw the timing off.
Hit him in the hands, but couldn't make the catch. Intended for Krumpetich.
Score remained 28-20 here at the start of the fourth quarter.
We're 5 seconds into the fourth quarter here on opening night. Garrow Field, Luck, Wisconsin.
Remember when we used to sit in that booth over there, I used to have to fire with them. We had to shoot a blank at every end of every quarter.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting told about the ways of old here by Mr. Messer and Miss Brahm about shooting blanks to signal the end of
Yeah.
Blackinger
Shot a gun.
back
The
deep.
starter
Once
pistol.
again.
It's amazing how far technology's come.
All right, Cardinals, step up. Answer the challenge. Pick it up. Ooh, he's got some room. Crosses the 30, 35, and taken down. Nice return.
Michael Hochstadler with that kickoff return.
And Michael Hochstad,
Ball is on the
175-pound
35-yard
junior.
line. Luck Cardinals, 1st and 10, 35-yard line.
Cardinals with decent starting field position again.
Turns up and gets maybe four.
Gain of 4. We have 2nd and 6. Hochstadler on the carry.
Michael Hochstetler carries.
Trying to get some fresh legs to carry the load here late in the game. Fleckinger with the carry here. Met in the backfield.
Our ability to get outside has really been stifled since that first quarter.
Northwood's doing a good job here lately of sealing that edge off
Third
and
and 7.
forcing them back.
They haven't moved anybody this back.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 6. No gain on that play. Jensen with the carry, sneaks through. He's going to be dragged down by his shoelaces.
Inside the 30-yard line to about the 26, maybe 27.
It's a big first down there for the Cardinals.
27.
27-yard line. Ball on the 27-yard line. Carried by Jensen.
It's a big first down when you needed it.
That was huge. That's exactly what they needed in that situation. And another low snap.
Wyatt fields it again, gets back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
I think he lost a yard. He lost a little bit.
2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Luck Cardinals.
Yeah, that was pretty porous up front. There was the ball got there, and about 3 white-clad jerseys was there upon arrival.
We're going to say back to pass here. He has him open. Caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gavin Fredericks. It's a big play from Jensen and Fredericks there.
28-yard touchdown
Luck
pass.
Cardinals.
Jensen to Fredericks.
The offensive line gave him just enough time to
Yes, yep.
get that pass off.
2 points, boys. We need those 2 points.
White'll throw it, and off the hands of Blackinger.
We do have a flag on the play.
It's going to be declined. It's coming against Luck.
Holding on the offense, it'll be obviously declined. Score will be 34-20 Cardinals. Big score, though, to make it a 2-possession game again.
That was.
9:37 left. It's a quick score. Defense is back out on the field, though.
They were on the field a long time.
Yeah.
Luck Cardinals back up by 2 scores, 34-20, 9:37 in the fourth quarter.
Cardinals will be kicking off here.
Diego Garrido. Kicking.
Luck kicking off with Schultz.
5'10", 145-pound junior.
The kickoff will go out of bounds at about the 15.
That's a no-no.
That'll give Northwestern decent field position to start this drive.
They can make him kick it over.
Is that what they're going to decide to do?
Yep.
Northwood
Try and improve their
field
field position even more? Make those kids do more running on the kickoff team.
Luck to kick again. Schultz and Hopshield back to receive.
Well, let's see if we can keep this one in play. Same story.
It's going to be
No.
fielded, though.
About the 14-yard line. And he's...
Met by Jensen and
Who's the last
who
man
else
up?
is at
Number
the bottom?
3. Fredericks.
That would be Fredericks in on the tackle.
Gavin Fredericks, 5'9", 170 pounds, senior. Gavin Fredericks, he's seen a lot of action in the last several years.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for Northwood, Solon Springs.
So Northwood,
Starts this drive just inside the 20 and about the 19. Quick pump fake.
oh, missed him. Got him though.
Got him for a
Nice job.
loss.
33.
Number 33, Gavin Ellison.
Ellison with
Great pursuit.
and a takedown in the backfield.
Great pursuit. Loss on the play of a couple.
2-yard loss.
Good job by Gavin getting out there from his linebacker position to make the stop.
Yeah, I thought maybe he had an opportunity to turn the corner, but Gavin filled it really quickly.
Back to pass again. Another short little quick one.
Help.
Be tackled just outside or just past midfield.
That play will result in the first
That
down.
kid's yards
38
after
yard
catch
line.
is impressive. He catches the ball and gets up the field in a heartbeat.
Northwood Solon Springs, first down, 10 on the 38-yard line.
8:40 and counting.
Northwood, after the first quarter, has sure moved the ball through the air with
They have.
relative ease against this Cardinal defense.
But again, it's difficult to prepare for a team whose strength is not part of your offensive repertoire.
Exactly.
Second and four.
I was going to say, I'm sure Coach Dunlap had his hands full at practice this week trying to prepare for this game. Especially with Coach Wells on the defensive side of the ball.
New coaches and responsibilities and new personnel. Get there. Intentional grounding. Where's their receiver?
There the flag comes
We
out.
have the flag thrown on the play.
Intentional grounding. That'll be loss of down, I think. Yep, loss of down.
It'll be third and 16, it looks like.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, they're going back further. 5 yards from the spot of the foul, it looks like.
Yeah. And then loss of down.
With that penalty, it brings it to a 3rd and 20 on the 30-yard line.
Still got to play defense, though. We've seen it before where Northwood's picked up a couple big chunks of yards. Cardinals scrambling to get set on the defensive side.
Oh, there it is.
Get the
Ball's on the
football.
ground.
No flag down the play.
Found the football. 22. Jason Evanson
With the recovery.
That was 20, it was 22.
Jason Evanson with that turnover recovery.
Evanson, 6'2", 185 pounds. Junior for the Cardinals. That was a big, humongous play.
1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Cardinals are at the 25-yard line of the Evergreens. Looking for a little quick strike action here. You can take that to the bank.
Try and put this game away here. Wyatt gets outside and he will score.
There's that quick strike.
Flag down the play.
Try to call it.
Touchdown by Wyatt Jensen, number 2.
That is Wyatt's
40-20 with 7:22 left in the 4th
third
quarter.
touchdown on the night, I believe.
Whoa, how many yards was that?
Boys on the
It was on
25.
the 25.
The 25-yard score there for the senior.
I got him on a 36-yard TD. I've got him on a 59-yard
Punt return.
punt return, a 50-yard touchdown. That was a pass.
Yeah, that was to Bleckinger.
Well,
Cardinals with some issues lining up here for the extra point.
we're going to kick an extra point here. I'm not sure what all that signaling is about.
Yes, ma'am, guys.
9 players on the field. Not good.
Cardinals are going for
Well, I was watching
extra point. Cardinals are going.
Diego in warm-ups here.
Do you have a pretty good foot?
He has a pretty good foot. They backed him up once, I know, and he drilled one off the upright I saw before wandering over to the booth here. And it looks like it was blocked by Northwood.
40-20.
That ball never got 4 feet off the ground.
In the 4th quarter.
So it'll be 40-20 here.
20-point lead here.
Cardinals ahead.
Did a 50-yarder in practice.
Just told by Walters, the announcer, that he hit a 50-yarder in practice the other day. So he's got quite a leg on him.
Been playing soccer for
Soccer star, I'm told. So did we ever figure out why he got 3 or 4 touchdowns?
I don't know.
He got 3 on the ground and 1 passing, I believe.
Oh, you're right.
He hit Bleckinger for a big 50-yard
one. Yep.
touchdown earlier in the game. But he's done most of his damage on the ground.
And now for all you golden geezers out in the crowd, who collegiately, what pair of brothers changed the course of football history by being the first soccer-style kickers to hit the big time?
Oh, boy. That was a good kick. Ooh. Fielded inside the 10.
They got him. There he goes at the 6-yard line. Great pursuit.
Evanson and Jensen combined for the tackle.
We're getting any answers to my trivia questions because this is
It's before my time.
really. I mean, how many times? Do you see a straight-on extra point kicker? And it used to be everybody kicked straight on.
Solon Springs takes over on the
It was
7-yard
the
line.
Gogolak brothers, Pete and Charlie Gogolak, changed the course of football history by kicking soccer style.
Flung out to the outside on the far side of the field, makes a man miss. Gain about 4 or 5 yards. Looks like about 5.
2nd and 5.
I didn't see the number on that. I thought it was 20. We don't have a 20 on the program, so I was reading it wrong.
I was going to say they get to that far side of the field and
20 is number 24.
No, it was. I thought I had it. Ours was a 20. Ball on the field again. Come on, pressure.
scrambling out. He'll take off himself and he'll be forced out of bounds by Bleckinger.
Nice act of sportsmanship there. Where he knocks him down and then he helps him up. That's good. Like to see
Bleckinger's
that.
been spying that quarterback all night,
And that's assignment football. That's critical to the defensive success.
flung to the outside again. Same play. Trent comes all the way back across the field here, and
That kid got
number 4. That's Schultz again with the reception.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Having a good game for first varsity action for him.
That's a freshman kid.
Northwood Solon Springs, first down.
Tomorrow his old man's going to have him in the gym shooting baskets. So
It's the life of a small town athlete. You got to play multiple sports to
that's so important.
make sure you have a team even. So
That's important though. Look at
ball's
that.
on the ground again, and someone's through the line quickly, and
Gavin Ellison with the sack
Gavin Ellison with the sack.
from the nose guard
Got
position.
there just as the ball did.
Brings up a 2nd and 15.
Loss of 5 on that play
Coming up on 6 minutes.
to go in the fourth quarter here. Cardinals make some good adjustments after that last touchdown drive by Northwood.
He's
here.
open.
But now they complete a deep pass for about
First down on the
That's that
30-yard
Schultz
yards.
kid again. That's that Schultz kid. Double move.
Springs, first
Double
down.
move. A little down, out, and up. And a pump fake.
good route combination. Northwood hurrying up here a little bit, trying to pick up the pace.
Ball's on the field. I think green and white recovered it. We'll see.
I think that's something that's going to be worked on in practice next week, is getting snaps back to the quarterback, probably for both teams. I mean, might have to dunk some balls in some water and try and get a better grip for it.
Yeah, it seems like it's been an issue for both teams tonight.
Remember Amon Green from Green Bay Packers? All the fumbles on their sleeves.
Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 11. Incomplete pass.
Abshai, the intended receiver, on a slant pattern, incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Snap, quick pump fake to the outside, another double move here. Just missed him on the inside there.
Double moves are really effective. Fredericks got burned on that, and
Abshai was the intended receiver there.
fortunately the pass was a little bit off target, but he had an open receiver. 4th down, big 4th down play here. At the 30-yard line of the Luck Cardinals, Evergreen's looking to extend the drive.
4th and 11, Northwood, Solon Springs will go for it.
4:51 left in the game.
Left Cardinals, 4:51 in the 4th quarter.
He's hit just as he released it.
The ball's intercepted. Jensen with the interception.
We have a line of blockers here. He's
Got
gone.
a flag on the field. Jensen is going to return it for 6. We'll have to check on what the flag is.
I bet that's a block in the back again.
Wait for the official word here.
That was roughly a 60-yard touchdown on an interception, but I think it's coming back.
That was further than that. That was closer to 70 yards on the return. Picked it off at about the 10-yard line down there.
Was he that far down the field?
Yeah.
He was, huh?
Yeah.
Well, whatever it was, it's coming back. Cardinals will get possession.
Penalty was on the return.
Block in the back.
Block in the back.
Cardinals, we keep possession.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12 or so yard line.
1st and 10 from the 12 yard line. Luck Cardinals.
4:32 left in the game.
40-20.
Looks like head coach Dunlap is rotating some new bodies in.
The Carter Hochstadler coming in, 6'2", 290, sophomore.
Get some much needed playing time here. Just get some of the younger guys some game reps.
Left in the 4th quarter.
Get that experience. You can't beat experience. Game experience.
20.
And at this, you got to take it when you can get it at this level. So, got a 20-point lead late in the 4th quarter.
And you know you're going to run the ball.
Yep.
So you're going to be able to run off close to 2 minutes here of ball possession just with your offense. Well, next week the Cardinals travel up to Washburn, where they play the Castle Guard. And I don't know if the Castle Guard have a co-op going with Bayfield and South Shore. I know they have in the past, but I don't know if it's continued. They're just Washburn on the website. And they had 11 players listed on the website on the roster. I looked at that today. So
playing both ways all game, pretty much.
So
Will you guys be doing the We Are at Washburn?
what's that?
Will you be doing the We Are?
No, I will not be doing.
I will not be traveling to Washburn.
Will We Are be up there?
Huh?
Will We Are be up there?
No. I'm going to be there, but I'm not going to do that. There he goes.
Oh, wide takes off
There he goes.
from the 11-yard line, and he's going to score again.
See you later, alligator.
That is a 69-yard touchdown run by Jensen.
How many?
69.
69-yard touchdown run by Wyatt Jensen.
Well, that makes up for the 69-yard touchdown run on the interception that he didn't
Yeah,
get.
there he goes, making up for it. Felt disappointed that he didn't get the interception return, just figured he'd add in another touchdown run. I don't have any official stats, but he's got to be close to probably 250 yards rushing, you would think. He's got
a ton.
He had 2 long touchdown runs. Extra point is good.
47-20 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
There's got to be a better system than my hand scratching over here on a separate sheet of paper. I've got to come up with a mechanism, quarters.
So what Marty's looking for is a statistician to come up in the booth with us and just feed us numbers.
Just tell us what 69 times 2 is.
I'll tell you,
178.
our next home game, you will be
No, it's
amazed at the availability of statistics we will have.
It's not.
Who taught him math? What teacher taught him math?
That was bad. That was really bad.
At times tables, it was terrible. Most kids are not good at times tables. There.
Well, they should have had their times tables done by the time they got to you.
Left Cardinals will kick off once again with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left with a 47-20 lead.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yep.
I think we might see some
subs on the defensive side of the ball, I see.
Yeah, some pretty clean uniforms going out there for the Cardinals. We'll see.
I see Wyatt's getting his break right now. Getting some much needed.
At the 22, and he runs out of bounds at about the 32 or 33.
Forced out by number 25, Connor Hochstetler, a 6'7" senior.
On the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much a first-string defense. That's our base defense on the field.
Yeah, because we only have 2 timeouts each, right? Or no, we have 3.
Another pump fake. Pressure gets to the quarterback though. Wow. Scow again on the defensive stop.
Taylor on the sack. Loss of 7 yards.
Michael Hochstetler.
The boys up front have sure created some pressure here as of late.
And Nate Scow combining on that sack.
Second and 17.
We'll give each of them a half sack on that, I guess, officially. Had about 17 yards for first. Tackled immediately out there.
But Jensen.
Wyatt Jensen on the tackle immediately.
Jensen tackling Schultz. They'll see each other come buckets, I'm sure.
3rd and 14.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 15 here for Northwood.
Tried to one-hand it and didn't pull it in.
4th down and 14.
Intended receiver, Krumpetich. Under 3 minutes left.
Northwood Solon Springs is going for it.
Whistles on
Legs in the
play.
Got offsides indicated against the Cardinals, I think.
You know which one it was? Was Scow lined up in
I was watching I was watching Wyatt sprint back from his deep punt receiver position to play defense. I did not see who it was.
quarterback rolls out. Throws it down the field. Just a It's going to be intercepted by
Number 14, that is Dominic
Berryman
Berryman.
with the interception.
Berryman with the interception.
Number 14, Dominic Berryman with the interception. Luck takes over, 1st and 10.
Good job, Dominic. Nice play.
Nice play by the senior there.
Left in the half.
Luck will take over possession at the 8-yard line.
That's close. I'd call it the 8. 7 or 8. Make it the 8.
We're going to say the 8-yard line.
It's the 8.
No, I didn't say.
Luck Cardinals, 1st and 10, 8-yard line.
See what Luck comes out with here. It's going to be Jensen again. Get him some breathing room across the,
About 9 yards.
15.
8 or 9 yards on that. That's a good
Wyatt Jensen with
first
the
down
man.
run.
2nd and 1.
Short one, very short.
Very short. If you would have turned the ball a little bit back first.
2nd and inches here for the Cardinals. 2:15 remaining in the game. Going to take their time here,
Yes.
snapping the ball,
This is
milk the
what they
clock
do.
down.
This is what they do.
It's going to be Savoda on the carry.
Loss on the play.
Savona on the carry. We have a minute 56 left.
It'll be about
3rd and 3.
Right? No? No.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
What you been drinking?
Sheila Brown told me to say 3rd.
If the Cardinals pick up this first down, the game would be over, essentially. Kneel down a couple times and
After the play, it will be done.
Jensen with the handoff.
There it is.
Savoda with the big carry and gets the first down.
To the 32-yard line.
The junior decides to put the nail in the coffin there for the Cardinals.
Take a knee.
Left in the
Get it
fourth
over
quarter.
with. Coming up on 1 minute left to play.
Looks like it's going to be a 47-20 victory for the Cardinals in their season opener. As Wyatt's talking to the official, making sure he's getting the play
time.
clock all the way down to where it needs to be.
You watch as the back judge here. The back judge starts counting. There, 1, 2.
Wyatt takes a knee. It's going to hurt his rushing stats a little bit, but
That's game.
that will be the game. Your Cardinals will come out victorious, 47-20.
For the Luck Cardinals.
Congratulations, Coach Dunlap.
What do you say, Marty? Washburn, right? Or-
Luck Cardinals will be playing in Washburn next Thursday.
Friday.
Friday.
Is it Friday night?
Yeah.
No, it's Labor Day weekend. I think it's Tuesday. It's Labor Day weekend. I think it's Thursday.
I thought on my schedule it showed Friday. I could be wrong, man.
I think it was Friday.
I know they're playing Washburn at Washburn, and I thought it was going to be on Friday night. But
What's that new website called?
I've got a schedule here in my backpack that I picked up today.
I was going to say, if you want updated schedules, you go to the Luck Activities page on Facebook.
What did I do with it?
And then follow them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter. Like the athletic director Josh said, he's trying to get a more organized schedule, Facebook, more of an online presence for Cardinal athletics to make it easier for people to find and to follow.
In Luck Activities, then what do we go to?
There should be something right on the top there, or right under their Facebook. Go to the website. Never mind. Here, let me see your phone.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're trying to determine next week's game.
Luckathletics.com is your home for all things Luck Sports.
And you can go under each sport.
Then you can go under the menu to fall activities,
Football.
to football,
Varsity.
to varsity, and then you go to schedule. Is loading.
Friday,
That's today.
today.
So it is
Thursday.
Thursday,
It is Thursday
September
night.
2nd.
It
The
is
Luck
Thursday
Cardinals
night.
will be back in
Next
action.
game will be in Washburn Thursday, not Friday. It will be Thursday.
My bad. I thought it was Friday. I thought I saw that on the schedule earlier. And it probably was scheduled earlier, but because of
Because of the
Labor
holiday,
Day. Labor Day weekend. They moved the game up, so.
Following Tuesday,
All right,
which
congratulations
will be the 7th.
to Coach Dunlap getting his first win as
Is a
the solo head coach of the Luck Cardinals. Good job, gentlemen. That's it for me tonight.
we will see you for the next home game.
And I don't remember when
I
it
don't
is,
remember when it is either,
but we'll
but
be here.
follow the Luck Athletics website for all your updated Luck Sports information.
We'll be here when you get here. And thank you, Aaron Hargis, for your work on the